So for today, I'll be showing you two classrooms, two preschool classroom, and for the first classroom, Hufflepuff, I want you to, and Hufflepuff, sorry, Hufflepuff for the first classroom, I want you to give three things that you have observed. First classroom, three things that you have observed. Ravenclaw, I want you to observe the second classroom that I'll be showing. So, kanina, Hufflepuff, first classroom. Ravenclaw, the second classroom. And the third classroom for the Gryffindor, I want you to, no, not third classroom, but to compare. So, what is the difference? The similarities, give one similarity and one difference of those two classrooms. Alright? So let us begin with the first tour of our first classroom. Tingnan muna natin baka mamaya. Ayan, nagre-record naman siya. Okay? So we have Maya Forest Classroom. This is a Maya Forest Preschool, Manila, Smart Parenting.
Bonifacio, Editor-in-Chief of Smart Parenting. Welcome to Smart Parenting. No, for our list, we're here at Maya Forest Preschool, Manila, and to join our tour is our little explorer, Sandra, who's 3.5 years old. Join me as we check out the school.
The 8,000 square meter school space is located inside this compound in Sampaloc, Manila. Formerly Escuela Legarda, Maya Forest Preschool Manila decided to take advantage of its natural forest surrounding the school. It has outdoor classrooms, a playground, a large tent for events, and a building for indoor activities and the toilets. What makes the school extra special is its forest trail inside where kids can learn about native trees and even rare plants.
Welcome to Smart Parenting.
Hello, thank you for having us.
It's such a wonderful school, a great experience, I think, for the kids, seeing them.
Yeah.
So first thing I want to ask is, what makes Maya Forest Preschool Manila unique?
Yes, so what's unique about the school is obviously the space. So we are a forest in the middle of the city where children are able to explore nature, be in the outdoors. It's not a far drive, you know, it's very accessible, and it allows the kids to be exposed to nature every day.
Is this the first forest preschool
I think it's
in Manila?
Yes, the first DepEd forest preschool in Manila, yes.
But this is not a unique concept worldwide,
It's
correct?
not, it's not. So it's been a practice na rin in other countries, in Japan, in Switzerland.
And what educational approach does the school use?
It's a nature-based, play-based outdoor forest preschool.
So why is the nature-based approach beneficial for kids?
I couldn't stress the benefits enough. So this day and age where it's mostly digital, a lot of kids are so dependent on screens. It's a nice break for them to be outdoors. There's enough space for them to move around, to feel all the natural elements around them.
Another question I think parents would want to know is, do kids have assignments?
Oh no, no, they don't. Their job is to play, so they can do that at home. That's fine if they want to. Yeah.
So no
homeworks,
assignments,
no requirements, no tests, no books, no worksheets, nothing. It's purely learning by doing, learning by playing.
So I think that might be a foreign
Concept.
Yes.
Yeah.
So could you tell me a little bit more about your approach and why it's beneficial to kids?
So here in Maya Forest, we believe that children can learn by doing, by moving. They learn best if their whole body is engaged. So it's not just the mind, it's not just the ears that's working or eyes looking at the teacher. Their whole body has to be engaged for them to learn better and learn in a more natural way. So there's no need to force them to sit down, there's no need to force them to do the activity. Everything will be done through their language, which is play.
Right. And normally parents always ask, right, or they wonder, how do I get my kids to school if they can't sit down yet?
Surprisingly, that's why we put free play first. Because once they're done with free play, they're done playing, all their energy has been released, that's when they can sit down better. That's when they can do their activities better.
Right.
Yeah.
I know the question on the minds of most parents. What happens when it rains?
So if it rains, everything else continues. We don't stop for the rain. We don't stop just because it's raining. So we teach kids how to be prepared. So always have a raincoat, your rain boots inside your bags. It's extra fun for the kids. They love the rain. They love playing in the mud. They love jumping on puddles. The rain doesn't really stop them from learning. It actually adds up to the fun. If we know that it's going to be quite hot, bring extra clothes, water, and sunscreen inside your bag. Kahit anong weather conditions, we teach the kids that it's okay. People have to learn how to adapt with our environment. So we just have to be flexible enough and see that there are still learning opportunities even if it rains. We have an open communication with parents. The teachers speak to them regularly in person. Once they pick up their kids, we can give them updates right away. We also have Viber groups wherein the teachers will send in photos daily and then give updates or activities that they've done throughout the day. And then we also have regular parent-teacher consultations, and we have progress reports wherein they can see any developments or updates about their kids.
Maya Forest Preschool offers classes for 3-year-olds called the Explorers class. The Rangers class is for 4-year-olds and the Kinder for 5-year-olds. It also offers an outdoor adventure program monthly and ballet classes.
In a day, that includes like the 2.5 hours to 3 hours a day includes.
They have their free play, which is what's happening now. They're free to choose any activities that they want. They also have their storytelling, their sharing circle. We also have our kalikasan, that's our indoor activity. We learn forest skills, and they have their snack time.
What we love at Maya Forest Preschool is that kids learn math, arts, science, engineering, and literacy through nature play. So if you're looking for a preschool that won't introduce the table and chair setup early on, this is for you.
Do you also accept enrollees who are kids who might be on the spectrum or kids with special needs?
Yes, we are very inclusive. They're all welcome here in the forest.
Sandra.
Yeah, Mama.
Wow, how was school today?
Good.
Good. What'd you do?
Play.
Play. Do you wanna come back here?
Yeah.
That's it for our day here at Maya Forest Preschool Manila. If you wanna see more preschools here at the Smart Parenting Guide, please comment them down below.
Bye, small parenting. Don't forget to subscribe.
Okay, so we're done with our first school, which is Maya Forest Preschool. Now let us have Macquarie Preschool naman. Okay, so let's have the second classroom. Each classroom has different approaches, but it's nice to visit different classrooms, especially we junior high school teachers. We're not used to this kind of classrooms. we have two schools. As you can see, not much naman yung difference ng dalawa. It's just that in the first one, ay more on about forest kasi ganun yung approach nila. And the second one is different kasi parang more in classroom based. But the second classroom is Montessori style, Montessori classroom. So actually, Montessori classroom is a little bit more expensive than the regular classroom. So basically, those naman na nakita natin ay mga familiar tayo, the different classrooms. Those naman ay tawag dito, sanay na tayo na very colorful, ayan. So, you have the idea, the common idea for that. And you may visit it. But for the Montessori classroom and other classrooms, yun, parang it's not familiar. So, I want to see your answer. So, we said last time, expose, explore, and experience. Now, for the language development, as children go through early childhood, their grasp to the rules of language increases. Start with the morphology, the semantics, the pragmatics. So we talk about the grammar structure, the meanings, and what does it impose, and how we the different to call this. Aside, oh yeah, the rules yung sabi ko na pala. Now, symbolic thinking involves language, literacy, and dramatic play. Children rapidly conclude that sounds link together to make words, and words represents ideas, people, and things. Throughout the preschool years, children's language development becomes increasingly complex in the four main areas. So when we say phonology, the speech and sounds, semantics, word meaning, syntax, sentence construction, and pragmatics, conversation or social uses of language. When we say social conversation or the pragmatics, it has something to do with what language should we use, what kind of language should we use in different situations, such as, for example, the kids, this is the first time that they are in a supermarket, in a wet market. Pag sinabing wet market, of course, there is where we buy the fish, the 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 meat, ayan. So, of course, the smell of that is not good, di ba? Mabaho. I remember my cousin before, first time niya yatang sinama sa wet market ng ninang ko. And, kaya ko siya, ang baho. Kaganon siya. Kaganon. Tapos sabi niya, tumigil ka. Umuntak pa niya ilong mo. Ganon. So, there's a certain conversations which, of course, kailangan ng ninang ko na ano yung bata. Di ba? Usually naman pag mabaho, di ba? Parang, alahin mo, iyak ang baho. Pag nandun ka, kunwari sa hotel. Tapos, ang baho. Ganon. So, pwede. But when it comes to wet market, of course, parang ang arte-arte mo. Makakainisan siya pag hindi niya inayos, no? Kasi, Siyempre, pag hindi inayos naman na parang hinayaan siya maging maarte, hindi siya sa context. So, kailangan tinitingnan natin, for instance din, paano ba yung tamang language, conversation of language kapag nasa classroom, kapag nasa office, siyempre, opisina, wala pa, o kaya sa playmates. So, that's very important. Because sometimes, we tend to forget how to talk to elderly. Sometimes, my dear students, we have this thought na, minsan di ba, nangyayari sa atin na parang, wala kaming pakialam sa opinion mo. May mga ganun tayo, no? So, right now, may mga ganun tayong factor na we don't care about your opinions, we love ourselves, we don't want to be ganito, ganyan. But, and of course, but respect is very important. You know, it goes a long way. Magkaiba po kasi yung parang inuuto ka and you respect the elderly and you respect those who's in position. You need to know how to talk to them. It's very important na bata pa lang, it is instilled to them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying na when it comes to language, hindi kayo pwede yung wala akong pakialam sa'yo. Parang gano'n, no? Even if you are the highest, if you have the highest position, you need to know when uh, you need to know how, it's the proper use of language. Diba? The more na tinataas tayo sa posisyon, the more dapat bumababa ang ating paa sa ground. So, it's very important. Baka mamaya, ay, konti pa lang yung nararating ng taong to. Hindi na maayos, mayabang na magsalita. Hindi naman kailangan mag-opo and po. Kasi hindi naman lahat sa Tagalog lang naman may po at opo. Sa ibang language, wala naman. Sa ibang, kahit sa Philippines, tinanong ko sa Bisaya, wala naman. O, pag makikipag-usap. So, ngayon sa bata, tinuturo na siya. What is the correct way of speaking? For example, di ba sa bata, sinasagot niya yung nanay niya. You know, it's okay to raise your opinions, but to how you raise your opinions is a different story. Diba? Isa yun. Kasama yung tinuturo sa bata. Now, okay. It is not uncommon to hear preschool children using gold. Ayan. Kasi di ba alam nila yung mga first parts. Dari, lalagyan ng ED lahat. Napansin nila lahat nilalagyan ng ED. So, hindi naman sila familiar with irregular nouns. Yung regular nouns lalagyan. Irregular. Sorry na ito. Irregular nouns, hindi naman nilalagyan ng ED. So, imbis na go, went, ayan. Foot, feet, nagiging go, goad, foots, childs, ayan. So, kasama yan. But, the overextension of these rules are also helpful for the children. Kasi ginagaya nila. But right now, little by little, as adults, we need to correct them. Now, a 3-year-old laughing with delight as an abrupt summer breeze stirred his hair and tickled his skin, commented, "It did winding me." Okay, so sabi, "My father hatches the wood." Meaning, his father chops the wood with a hatchet. So, nagkakaroon ng, noon, di ba, it did winding me kasi wind, binoblow, it blow. The wind blows. Di ba, yun ang ginagamit natin. Pag ginatangay yung buhok. Pero the winding me, okay? Minsan din naman yung wood, hatching. Okay, so hatching me, di ba? So, minsan may mga nagiging ganon. So, it's better to correct. And sometimes, we need to know the different patterns of sentence patterns that is needed. Sa English, STBBO. Oh yeah, subject, verb, object. But in Filipino, baliktad. And that's the reason why in Filipino, it's hard for us to speak sometimes in the language kasi sanay tayo sa Tagalog na verb and then yun yung karaniwang uri ng pero hindi karaniwang yung mauuna yung subject. Whereas sa English, subject yung una. From an expanded vocabulary and improved grammar, preschool children learn to use language successfully in social contexts. With an expanded vocabulary and improved grammar, preschool children can become skilled conversationalists and often initiate conversation. Now, being a good, kunwari maganda yung instill mo dun sa bata, and yung bata mismo maayos, what will happen to that is, hindi sila makakainisan. As adult, we don't want our kids to be the person na nakakabwisita ng mga na may edad. For instance, sa akin, when I was growing up, hindi talaga ako okay sa mga may edad compared sa ngayon. Kasi dati daw, sabi ng nanay ko, sobrang maldita ko daw. For example, there was a time daw when I was a toddler na parang yung, di ba sa sakyan, dinadrive nung ninong ko, yung jeep namin. And then, ang nangyari, nagpreno siya bigla. So, tumama yung mukha ko dun sa side, dun sa pungush na gano'n. Kasi di ba yung seatbelts naman, sa mga probinsya, hindi naman siya masyadong iniintindi. Tapos, pag ganun din daw, sabi ko, ano ba? Marunong ka ba talaga mag-drive? Sabi ko doon na gano'n. I don't remember it, but hindi ko na makalimutan yun. Tapos, minsan din, meron na, naman, okay, so for a moment,